All right, welcome to, I think this is day 4 of the Dallas International Film Festival.
You've lost track of this.
It turns into a blur. We're talking to the filmmakers behind 1100 to Lubbock. If you wouldn't mind, why don't you introduce yourselves to our good friends at home and let us know what part of the movie that you worked on.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sarah Radel, and I'm the writer, director, actor, editor, music composer of 1100 to Lubbock.
The one-woman show of 1100.
And a control freak.
Craig.
Hi, I'm Craig Partamian. I am also one of the producers for the film and also in the film along with Sarah.
Hi, my name is Talia Montgomery and I play Ashley in the film.
Do you guys?
Kevin?
I'm in the movie a little bit, but I'm Sarah's fiance and co-producer of that.
Of this part.
Of the next feature.
What's your name?
Kevin Corcoran.
Hi, I am Mariana Flores, and I'm one of the talent cast members.
Well, Sarah, tell us a little bit about the movie and where the idea came from, because there's a little bit of sadness in there.
Yeah, there is. This movie is about a group of unlikely friends that come together after the death of a mutual loved one, and they take on the challenging task of fulfilling his last wishes by relay running his ashes from Los Angeles, California to Lubbock, Texas, to spread his ashes at Buddy Holly's grave. And the idea was inspired by the death of a friend of mine, a sudden death of a friend, and I was just struck by what happens after somebody passes. And I remember being at his memorial and seeing how all these different people from different walks of life came together to bond in his absence, and I just thought there was something really sad but also beautiful about it at the same time. And so I was just struck by what happens after somebody's gone and how it brings people together. And this insane story just sort of appeared in my brain one day, and I started writing, and a few years later we have a film. Yeah.
I was going to say, when did you come into the picture to start helping out? Even though she is a functional one-woman show.
Absolutely. Well, actually, Sarah and I met, I think you were one of my first friends I met in Los Angeles. Yeah, actually. So we were in actually acting class together, and we would just share horror stories about auditions and, which ones panned out, which ones didn't. And then along came this idea of Sarah's, and she brought me on board, and she said, is this something that you'd be interested in partaking in? And I mean, absolutely. It was just an amazing story. It definitely really made my heart bleed, kind of, so to speak, when I first read it. And it's been really a wonderful journey to see it actually happen and be created, and from start to finish, from conception and pre-production into actual production and post-production and now into marketing. It's been a great journey, and definitely looking forward to working with Sarah again. So,
and just to piggyback off of that, when you say what was his role in the film, this film originally, I was just going to shoot it myself. I wasn't going to act in it. Even though I wrote the role for myself, I was just going to shoot it on a DSLR because I just didn't want to be another person in LA who was like, I have the screenplay, maybe somebody will make it one day. And I was like, no, I'm just going to make it.
I expect people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe me, it's not that far off. Just go to any Starbucks and you'll see them. But Craig was the one who really pushed me to think beyond that scope and to think on a grander scale, and convinced me. It took him getting me drunk one night and saying, you will regret this if you're not in the film. Let's think about making this bigger than what you'd originally planned. And so he was really instrumental in us being here today.
Awesome. Great. And tell us a little bit about your roles. And I mean, were you guys also friends from acting class? Did you just meet in an audition, or?
Sarah and I go way back. We actually used to work together. She was my boss for a while. It's
a family affair, I've been hearing.
It totally is. And I was also friends with the person that passed away that the film was based on. So this has been really therapeutic for me.
It's amazing.
I've worked through a lot of stuff, and it was hard, but it was so worth it and amazing. Yeah. Mariana?
Well, I auditioned for the part. It was in October, I believe, when I auditioned for the part, and then I found out that I booked the part on the next year, in December or January, I don't remember. But yeah, now we're friends.
Yeah, we're all friends.
There can be new people to the family. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, last question. There's one person here who hasn't talked yet, and Sarah is a self-described control freak, but the person who loves her, I doubt, would say that. So what is about this lady that she can make it all come together and make
I'll
it
answer
work?
that. No, I'm just kidding.
Directing, she says she has selective OCD, so directing and editing a movie was right up her alley. and it was fun to watch, like her just pour herself into it. The movie turned out so well that it's really a pleasure to see it and stuff, like all the scoliosis she developed leaning in the carpal tunnel over the laptop and everything. Totally worth it. It was really, really cool.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for bringing it to the festival. We're excited to see it and have a lot of fun while you're here.